Stop trying to memorize endless conjugation tables for the present subjunctive, because today I'll show you a shortcut using something you already know. Olá, pessoal! Today is all about optimizing your learning journey. You'll learn how to talk about uncertainty, hypothetical situations, and hopes in Brazilian Portuguese without having to memorize 1,000 new forms. The secret? The present subjunctive and imperative share the same conjugation patterns. The main difference? The present subjunctive also includes eu, I, ele, he, ela, she, eles, elas, they in the conjugation table. Most textbooks give you this rule and it's a solid starting point. For AR verbs like falar, replace the ending with I. For IR verbs like escrever, abrir, replace the ending with A. Since eu, você, ele, ela, a gente share the same form, and vocês, eles, elas share the same form, let's keep the conjugation table simple. As for falar, to speak, we have fale, falemos, falem. Escrever, to write. Escreva, escrevamos, escrevam. Abrir, to open. Abra, abramos, abram. Simple, right? But what about the difficult, irregular verbs? This is where our hack saves you hours. Instead of learning a new verb tense, we are going to borrow it from the present tense. Yes, this is how things work. First, take the eu form of the verb in the present tense. Then, swap the final O for the subjunctive ending A or I. Let's see how it works. Ter, to have. So, how do I say I have in Portuguese? Eu tenho. Now swap the O for an A because ter ends in ER, yeah? Remember the rule. So then the conjugation is tenha, tenhamos, tenham. You didn't memorize new words. Yes, you transformed one you already knew. Let's try it with other verbs. Perder, to lose. How do you say I lose in Portuguese? Eu perco. Then we have perca, percamos, percam. How about vir, to come? Eu venho, venha, venhamos, venham. Pedir, to ask for, to order. Peça, peçamos, peçam. How about pôr, to put? Ponha, ponhamos, ponham. If this shortcut just saved you hours of frustration, just give the lesson a like. There are a few verbs though that won't follow that pattern and you'll have to learn them by heart. Ser, to be, becomes seja, sejamos, sejam. Yeah, if you already know the imperative, well, this is a piece of cake. As for estar, to be, esteja, estejamos, estejam. Ir, to go. Vá, vamos, vão. Dar, to give. Dê, Temos, tem. Saber, to know. Saiba, saibamos, saibam. Querer, to want. Queira, queiramos, queiram. So that's it. That's the conjugation of the present subjunctive in Brazilian Portuguese. Not a monster anymore, right? Because if you know how to conjugate verbs in the present tense, you are able to form the imperative and the present subjunctive because they are the same. Now, the next step is to learn how Brazilians actually use the present subjunctive in real life. And if you want to know that, write Quero saber, I want to know, in the comments and I'll make that lesson for you. Thank you very much for watching another lesson. See you next time. Até a próxima. Tchau!